My attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, down low.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Pass to Edwards. Randall on the screen. Edwards, the pass to Randall. The kick out to Edwards. The 3! Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. On offense, here is San Antonio. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chris Finch. He said they spent all week watching film on Victor Wembanyama, trying to find flaws that they could take advantage of. No such luck. So their mission tonight is to try to make someone else beat them, which Coach admits could be fool's errand.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Reed. Reed to screen on Fox. Back to Reed. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Castle. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Here's Castle, guarded by Edwards. Oh, hey, how about
Big
that?
time right there. Big time.
Woo. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
Hey, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And the basket by Castle.
Fox is a willing passer, always looking to find his teammates.
Now here's Edwards. Defense right on him. Reed finds Randall. Reed to screen on Barnes. Randall, the pass to DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep.
Well, you know, that last 3 got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
Now here's Vassell. Pass to Barnes. Launches it. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Here's Edwards. Outside Reed. Here's DiVincenzo. Randall, a screen on Fox. Here's DiVincenzo. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. DiVincenzo's got his second basket on the night.
Quick feet there by DiVincenzo. Once he gets a step on the defense, it's a wrap.
Fox, the pass to Vassell. McDaniels against Fox. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. 1:19 left in the first. Outside Barnes. Clock at 4. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by McDaniels.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Three-pointer, Fox. Anthony Edwards with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. DiVincenzo finds Randall. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
51 seconds left in the first quarter here. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality, not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, you know, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor. Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
Now here's Randall. Still no points. And it's Randall with the jam.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake. Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Here's Fox. Can't cash it in from close range. And so the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consider. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
So on the floor for the Spurs, at forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. Castle is out there with De'Aaron Fox, and it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
And Edwards slams it in.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Fox, the pass to Barnes. Back to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Wembanyama. Puts up a 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Ryan, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Scouts love this from Wembanyama, a big who can hit smooth three-point shots.
Reed to screen on Vassell. Outside Reed. Pass to Edwards. Out to DiVincenzo. Gets the 3 ball to go. DiVincenzo's got 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Reed with it. Now Edwards. Outside Reed. Back to Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Built like... Like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
DiVincenzo against Vassell. Pass to Fox. Back to Vassell. Fox outside. Oh, Fox gets up and throws it down.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Left side, Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Edwards, a pass to Reed. The kick out to Edwards. It's stolen away. In transition. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, and Reed with a block. Pass to Edwards. 1:33 left in the first half. Oh, it's blocked by Fox. Back come the Spurs in transition. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is, and just now entering the prime years of his career. We've seen him make great strides the last few years, and it's scary trying to think just how much he can still improve.
Shot clock at 3. Edwards for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Right side Barnes. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post, because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Oh, Fox with a steal. Back come the Spurs in transition. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Reed to screen on Fox. Outside Reed. Here's Edwards. Plenty of space. Minnesota again missing.
Got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Pass to Vassell. Back to Barnes. Here's Castle. Kicks it out to Barnes. And the 3 off target. And so it's San Antonio now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Boy, they've been playing at a fast pace. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flash into the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Rudy Gobert is out there with Miller. Then it's Joe Ingles. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Shannon in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Gobert gets the bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And there's a pick. Johnson passes to Bassie. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Here's Shannon. Takes it inside. Pick by Gobert. 6 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Bassie, the pass to Johnson. Pass to Bassie. Back to Johnson. And the foul is called. He missed it, and coach doesn't like the call at at all. He's opting to use.
Shooting for San Antonio, Keldon Johnson.
Challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And he knocks down the first one. And Johnson drops them both. Timberwolves trail by 12. Here's Shannon. Miller, a screen on Paul. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the slam dunk is arguably pro basketball's signature play. And forward Nicholas Batum said growing up, you have so much joy in dunking. You're one of the few people in the world that can. But Father Time marches on, and like most vets, he's come to grips with the reality. He said, my body told me, no more, bro.
Well, leave that to the youngsters now, right? All right, Allie, thanks. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Pass to Shannon. Now Ingles. Now here's Gobert. Strong finish by Rudy Gobert.
Best of luck to any defender trying to slow Gobert down. He is ruthless inside.
All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself.
Second team foul.
Spurs on D. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. Here's Shannon. Clock at 6. Picked by Gobert. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Massey, the pass to Paul.
2 minutes remaining.
From the high post. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Miller, right side. To the inside. Ingles. Back to Miller. Outside, Alexander Walker. Picked by Gobert. Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
It's like running into an immovable object. Gobert setting that pick nicely.
Here's Johnson, and the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. On the wing, Ingles. No made baskets yet. Gobert no good. San Antonio leading by 8. Johnson passes to Bassey. There's a screen. Paul looking over the floor. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Miller. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's Shannon, and he drives in. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Bassie, guarded by Miller. Bassie, good. Bassie's got 6.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Fourth team foul.
And he drops it first.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Shannon, taking 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. Here's Fox. Off target at the rim.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Spurs out in front. They're up by 8. We've got more hoops coming. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates, leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. All right, on the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. At forward, we'll see Vassell slot in next to Barnes. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Castle, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position. Outside McDaniels. Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, what a throwdown by the well-built 6'9" Julius Randle with power.
Wembanyama screen. Fox the pass to Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. Lets it go from deep. Wemby showing off the range.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Edwards finds Randall. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Hey, we use the term explosive a lot, but Edwards, this guy is explosive times 3.
Looking to end this cold spell. Fox on the take.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Reed sets a screen. Shot clock at 5. Edwards can't hit. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Fox. Here's Castle, guarded by Edwards. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
San Antonio with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Fox against McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
At the line for the Spurs, Castle, 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timberwolves trail by 11. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. Oh, Fox with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And that's good. Vassell for 3. And the Spurs lead by 14. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And they recover it. DiVincenzo finds Randall. Pass to Reed. Shot clock at 6. Outside, DiVincenzo sinks the tray.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. And not give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's
Power it home.
Oh, wow.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
Vassell passes to Fox. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Edwards. Can't hit from in close. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Spurs.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, you have to marvel at how well he picked apart that defense repeatedly. Found the right guy in the right spot at the right time.
San Antonio with the ball. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Castle. DiVincenzo covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Offensive rebound. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be.
Down on the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Simmons is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
You know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard.
Now here's Randall after Ben Simmons' miss. Reid with a screen for McDaniel. Pass to Randall. Off target at the rim.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Screen by Zubac. And Jones slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
Now we talked about the unique challenge of Kawhi Leonard. From his perspective, Coach said Kawhi's strength is the issue. You can throw a lot at him and he'll just fight through it. So intelligence is the key. High IQ defense against a high IQ player. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Simmons, a screen on DiVincenzo. Harden the pass to Zubac. No one near him. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Well, an excellent passer. Harden taking pride in finding an open teammate.
Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Always a threat from range. You give Kawhi those looks. That's at your own risk.
Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard kicks to Harden. Leonard looking over the floor. Outside for Simmons. The second chance effort. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Clippers leading by 6. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Harden. Second chance shot. He lays it in. Harden's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
Edwards drives in. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Over in the corner, Zubac. Simmons inside. He's against Reed.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a buddy like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
For three, Edwards. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Harden out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Jones in at the 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Randle with a screen for DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Jones against McDaniel. And the layup falls. Brent, would you say the point guard is considered the toughest position to play in basketball?
You know, Kevin, I think there's been a massive shift in what the point guard represents in the NBA game. I mean, how many teams over the past couple of years that have won championships have played with a traditional setup guard? What we're looking at is duos that can dribble, pass, and shoot and devastate defenses.
Edwards kicks to Randle. Edwards against Jones. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. Edwards, no good. Clippers leading by 4. Jones looking for an opening. With the drive. The layup missed. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
DiVincenzo has a real nice burst, and that time used it.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Fires away from way outside. Rebound, Minnesota. Reeves got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But Man, he was with the Buffalo Braves. 3 straight scoring titles. Was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Clippers have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Simmons passes to Jones. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Jones has got 5.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
To the paint, here's Randall. Pass to Edwards. Back to Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, putting on a bit of a show here.
Zubats in the post. Fronted by Reed. And that one is good from Zubats.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And oh
my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. The offensive rebound. Harden the pass to Simmons. Broke loose, and it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's Zubats. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Harden can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 3. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Picked by Reed. And Simmons with the rebound.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer, Peter.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
We've got Joe Ingles. Gobert is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Shannon in at the point guard. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Now, Eubanks. Pass to Coffee. Up and in on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 5.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And stolen by Dunn. Batum against Miller. Pass to Coffee. Just 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Batum, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review it.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Clippers have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them, but not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
A floater. And there's the foul. It'll go on Joe Ingles. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Eubanks. They get it back. Timberwolves trail by 5. Gobert with the screen on Dunn. Shannon passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Pass to Eubanks. Here's Coffee. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Clock at 6. And that one's good. Eubanks. And the Clippers lead by 5.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Eubanks, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Alexander Walker passes to Miller. Here's Shannon. Pass to Ingles. Here's Shannon. Dunn covering. Now Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. It's tipped. Dunn passes to Coffee. Driving inside. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And here is Zubac. 6 points for him. Reed with the rebound. Reeves got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards can't get it to fall. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Harden. Back to Jones. Shoots over McDaniel. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Clippers lead by 3. From Target Center, back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Simmons is out there with Harden, and it's Jones in at the small forward position. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's DiVincenzo, and that one is hammered home.
DiVincenzo with a head of steam. Man, he got up.
On the wing, Harden, defended by DiVincenzo. Simmons against McDaniel. Shot from the wing. Harden, no good. Here's Minnesota. 4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Harden against McDaniel. Pass to Randall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by McDaniel.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
Minnesota in the lead. Outside Edwards. Reed with the screen on Hart. Reed with it. Randle outside. Kick by Reed. It's Randle with the drive. And Randle throws it down.
Randle sneaks up on you athletically with that frame. You could argue he's at his best when he's in attack mode.
Simmons sets a screen for Jones. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. A nice shot by McDaniel. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Minnesota. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Edwards kicks to McDaniel. Shot clock at 6. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. A nice shot by McDaniel. McDaniel's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Harden has a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. DiVincenzo against Harden. Shoots from the baseline. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Clippers trail by 5. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter. Randall passes to DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Six to shoot. Over in the corner, Edwards. Goes up the baseline. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of this is just the one make. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Zubac. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
But they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Here's Zubac. Misses in close. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-3 run. Edwards kicks to Randall. Back to Edwards. Pass to Reed. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And now a 10-point Minnesota lead.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Edwards from deep three-point territory. Off target with that shot. And so the Timberwolves take the win. Some good competition with the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Berry,
take a look at this matchup. Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. James Harden out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Jones in at the 3. Out to the right wing. Zubac inside. Wembanyama on him. Kept alive. Knocked away. It's stolen by Barnes. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Fox against Harden. Fires the 3. And it's Fox missing. Outside Simmons. On the take. The rebound by the Spurs. Endorse the Clippers with new jerseys, a shiny new arena, and an ownership group that is very aggressive. They want some shiny hardware to go with it.
BA, you have to appreciate an ownership group that is willing to spend and make all the right moves in order to position yourself for the championship. But now the players need to come through. And what has been their undoing in recent years is injuries and the lack of availability of their best players. Age and health still hover over this organization.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 3 so far. Harden against Fox. And Fox powers it home.
Even though he's just 6'3", Fox can really get up, including slamming it down in style.
Jones with a screen on Fox. Harden with a bucket.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. I asked him how they'll approach the matchup against James Harden. Coach told me, well, James is at his best going to the rim and operating behind the three-point line, so we want to try and force him to work in that in-between area as best as we can. They'll be following the analytics with that defensive strategy, BA.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Harden. The Spurs making their last shot. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Harden scanning the floor. Drives to the hoop. And Harden with the slam.
James Harden, with the ability that he has both from a smarts, IQ, and skill standpoint, nice drive right there.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Outside Simmons. Jones up top, all alone. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Inside, here's Castle. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And with this kind of vision, we could see the assist numbers go sky high for Wembanyama.
Here's Simmons. Buries it down low.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Fox outside. Wembanyama, screen on Harden. Three-pointer, Fox. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And with their last victory, this team reached the 50-win mark on the season.
And they should be proud of what they've been able to accomplish. You can't just luck your way into 50 wins. You gotta be a good team to reach that feat.
Oh my, James Harden with a statement right there.
Wembanyama, screen on Harden. And Fox powers it home.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
So it's Los Angeles now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Harden's shot is good.
James Harden's ability to finish with either hand, so crafty, understanding how to navigate around defenses when he's in the painted area.
Now here's Barnes from deep. Wembanyama, perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
A guy with that size from the downtown three-point area, no chance for a defender to alter that shot.
Here's Harden, and there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. Doris, looking back at James Harden's time in Houston, what an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Now here's Fox. He has 6. Abukelishvili passes to Fox. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers trail by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Simmons has got 5 now.
Well, this is exactly where Ben Simmons looks to become assertive. The closer he is to the cup, the more dangerous he is.
And it's Fox with the jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. On the wing, Jones. Zubac's inside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Spurs out. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
On the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Ben Simmons is out there with James Harden. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. Here's Abukelishvili. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Up top, Barnes. Leonard defending. Fox against Harden. 6 to shoot. Fox gets it to go inside.
Right there, Fox using his length to do damage inside.
And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. Trailing by 5. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And I love it. Challenging the bigger defender and showing plenty of heart.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Now here's Fox. He's got 10. Launches a 3. Boom! Fox with a triple.
And this is Fox at his best. Slamming his foot on the gas pedal and scoring with confidence.
Wembanyama against Zubac. Harden from outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. 3-pointer, Fox. They get it back. Abukelishvili passes to Wembanyama. Fox with the ball. Wembanyama, screen on Jones. Fox for 3. And scoring. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Clippers' talent level is unquestionable, but they can run hot and cold at times. Coach Ty Lue said taking care of the basketball, transition defense, offensive rebounds, and spacing. Those are the 4 things we have to consistently be good at every single night. Brian?
Yeah, he knows what he's talking about, Allie.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And he gets the bucket. Harden's got 16 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Fox for 3. Second chance effort. Wembanyama so comfortable inside.
Yeah, terrific follow through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Here's Harden. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on De'Aaron Fox.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
It's both from the stripe.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half of basketball. Fox outside. 4-3. Fox hits from way out.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Man, the defender really went after him.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Honestly, we have never seen someone like Victor Wembanyama, a skilled 7.5-footer. I mean, the way he moves, it's unreal.
Now here's Jones. Yet to see a basket. Leonard outside. It's stolen by Barnes. It's a one-on-one situation. Fox finds Wembanyama. Here's Fox. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
52 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Harden. Gets it to go. He's now 9 for 11 on the night.
This is one of the specialty shots in James's arsenal. This guy with the teardrop floater, good night.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jones. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
San Antonio leading by 4. Fox outside. Let's go with a 3. Leonard pulls down the board.
Well, he tries to enter with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
He's had 4 chances at the line. He's made them all. The first one falls.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it. He can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
Here's Johnson. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And the Spurs lead by 5. It's intercepted. But if it goes, no luck on that one. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for San Antonio. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the man half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We are seeing an outstanding game from James Harden.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And, boy, this young guy has done just that.
We've got Chris Paul. He's out there with Keldon Johnson. And it's Sohan in at the 4 spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
A tremendous call by Chris Paul. Refuses to back off, doesn't waste the look, and gets a foul for his work.
And the second free throw is good. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Dunn. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, Chris Dunn has proven over and over he is not afraid of drawing contact on these shots.
Good on both. Now Paul. Pass to Champagny. Right side, Paul. There's the triple. And there's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul of the game.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Powell. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Johnson passes to Bassie. Howard down after the assist, led him to the lane.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Wow, that's good.
Well, this guy very capable of capitalizing close to the rim. Norman Powell making an impact inside.
Johnson on the wing. Powell covers. Pass to Sohan. That shot off the mark. Batum with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And the basket by Coffey.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
San Antonio with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Done. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Outside Johnson. Here's Champagny. He got a piece of it. Powell outside. And Powell with the stuff.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out.
Well, Doris, you won't find too many players that can provide the instant spark that Powell does.
Brian, you know that expression, know your role and star in your role. Norman Powell knows my job is to come in and give my team a boost. And this guy comes in thinking score and change the game, and he does just that.
Here's Johnson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Norman Powell.
And good aggressive play. Johnson knows if he goes hard inside, he'll be rewarded with the whistle.
And so he makes both from the line. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Powell passes to Coffey. Off the mark there with a 3. San Antonio leading. All with it. Oh, great D that time from Powell. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Batum. Here's Coffey. Launches it. Bassie pulls it in. Outside Johnson. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Picked up by Sohan. Paul for 3. And once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Powell passes to Batum. Shots blocked. Right side Paul. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Eubanks gets the bucket.
Well, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
Sohan, the pass to Paul. Inside. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And it's Powell with the ball for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Here's Paul. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It goes on Chris Dunn. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The play is under video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. First free throw is good.
If you're a head coach, you love having a guy like Chris Paul around. He's a coach on the floor for you and helps keep everyone accountable.
The Clippers trail. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Wembanyama, pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Jacks up a 3. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Harden from outside. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Spurs. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. James Harden out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Jones in at the small forward position.
Not only is James Harden one of the elite one-on-one players, this guy is an elite passer, and it's on display there.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
And the bucket is good.
And James Harden simply stated is putting it to the defense right now. Somebody has got to step up and get the ball out of his hands.
Here's Fox. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Harden misses. San Antonio leading by 4. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
Showing off the major hops. Wow! Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Here's Harden. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Harden's got 29 points.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Fox for 3. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Harden. And a nice finish on the layup. Harden's got 6 here in the quarter.
I tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
Here's Fox. And he gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 7.
The longer this game goes on, the hotter he gets.
Here's Harden. The kick out to Simmons. Jones from outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Castle. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Harden. Here's Jones. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. And finally, they hit one.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work. Get into the offensive glass.
Fox outside. Puts the move on. He can't get that one to fall. Harden with the defensive effort. Jones finds Harden. Down low. Here's Leonard. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
Leonard doesn't shy away from these moments, embracing his role as a leader for his team.
Fox, that's good.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Up top, Harden. He's covered by Fox. Harden against Fox. Clock at 6. Harden can't hit. San Antonio leading by 7. Fox driving hard, and it's Fox with the jam.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
From 9 feet. Here's Zubac. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. De'Aaron Fox again. And now it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Good performance for the Spurs.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for De'Aaron Fox.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Harden, deep three-point land. No good. Unable to win this run. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
So it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so
matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Now DiVincenzo following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Reid. Here is Edwards. Reid with a screen for Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Connects from three-point range.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
In that type, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Minnesota with the ball. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively. Not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time. Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Castle misses.
Well, he changed his shot on the approach, and it threw him off. He might have been trying to draw a foul.
Carries it from three-point range.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Fox against Edwards. The kick out to Fox. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. Has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Randall with the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Now here's Edwards. To the wing on the left. Reid finds Randall. Reid with a screen on Barnes. Back to Reid. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Reid's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And once again, Coach, this storied San Antonio franchise is on the upswing.
It sure is, Kevin. Look, they've got a Hall of Fame coach and a potential Hall of Fame centerpiece to build a team around. They've got great talent evaluators in the front office. You can't ask for a better recipe for success.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. The 8th thanks. And Fox gets it to go.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Edwards looking it over. Back to McDaniels. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Minnesota ball.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
San Antonio ball.
For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. The wide open look here for Fox. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. McDaniels dishes to Randall. Shot clock at 5. And finished off by McDaniel. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Both teams have it going here early and still. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Reed is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
The size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Back to Reed. Top of the key, McDaniel. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Three-pointer, Fox. To the wing right side. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. 16 points for De'Aaron Fox. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
And Edwards slams it in.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim, Anthony Edwards.
Fox from outside. Another miss by Fox.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
McDaniels laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Now just a 1-point Spurs lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Edwards passes to Reed. And here is McDaniel. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Back to Reed. Pass to McDaniels. The Timberwolves working the ball around. And Reed throws it down.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Fox finds Wembanyama. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And the Spurs making a change here. Vassell's checked in. It's Fox with the drive. Pass to Vassell. Here's Castle. Fox deciding where to go with it. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Here's McDaniels. Vassell grabs the board. Spurs trail by 3. Right side, Fox. 1:06 left in the first half. Here's Castle. Edwards defending. Here's Fox. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
And he comes up with the deuce.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Minnesota.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Edwards with it. And now by Barnes. Here's Randall. San Antonio with the rebound. It's Fox with the drive. Vassell wide open. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Vassell's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Outside Edwards. Pass to Reed. Here's McDaniels. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
Keldon Johnson is out there with Paul. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Bassey in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the San Antonio 5. Here's Shannon. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
On offense, here are the Spurs. Paul outside. Pass to Bassey. Here's Sohan for the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's Shannon. Miller with a screen on Paul. Pocket 6. Here's Alexander Walker. Wow, through the contact in that 3. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 3 shots.
To the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to dominance. We saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Here's Alexander Walker, following the basket by Chris Paul. Shots good by Miller.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Spurs. The lead is 2. There's the screen. Johnson outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Paul, second personal foul. 14 foul.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Shannon passes to Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Ingles with the ball. Gobert with a screen for Ingles. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Shannon. Here's Gobert. The short one's on the money.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Paul. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now here's Paul. Launches a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Shannon. Gobert the pass to Shannon. And it's Miller in the corner. Now, here's Ingles. Tight defense on him. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And for the Spurs, their shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Gobert, the screen. And foul on the shot. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
Personal foul. 15 fouls.
This is
the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Up top, Fox. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Look.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Julius Randle is out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Edwards in at the 2-guard spot. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. McDaniels, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he's encouraging them to keep attacking in the paint. He said, when we get inside, we score. Simple as that. Keep attacking and don't settle for anything that's not at the rim. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Edwards made so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
DiVincenzo against Barnes. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
The line for San Antonio.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The free throw off from Barnes. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
4 on the clock. McDaniels dishes to Randle. Rebound, San Antonio. Here's Vassell. And rebounded by McDaniels. McDaniels got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside, Edwards. Edwards at full speed. No one near Randle as he lets it go. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Wembanyama with it. Out defended by Randle. Ball's knocked loose. One-on-one here. DiVincenzo kicks to Reid. Back to DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. Reed the pass to Randall. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
McDaniels against Fox. Pass to Castle. Barnes the screen. Back to Fox. Hits the three-point bomb. Fox has got 21.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Reed with a screen on Fox. DiVincenzo against Fox. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Clock is at 3. Pass to DiVincenzo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Now DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Reed.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Randall kicks to Reed. Reed with a screen for Randall. It's Edwards on the wing. McDaniels against Vassell. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Reed with a screen on Fox. DiVincenzo. Got it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Randall. It's stolen by Edwards.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
And here is DiVincenzo. Reed finds Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
So it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great.
Greetings from 2K Sports. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. And for Los Angeles, Drew Eubanks out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's James Harden. Then there's Derrick Jones. And it's Simmons in at the 2.
Tons of power and momentum behind Leonard's drive. He's not easily stopped when he's going like that.
Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Graham, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Now here's Randle. Soft touch off the glass.
Boy, down low, Randle can throw those 250 LBs around and create havoc. Tough for the defense to slow him down.
Jones against DiVincenzo. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Randle against Simmons. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Randle on the screen. Fires from deep. Jones grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Eubanks. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
You know, Simmons is a platinum level. Passer, and he has a really good understanding of when his teammates are open.
DiVincenzo against Harden. To the wing, right side. McDaniels inside. Leonard defending. And it's the Clippers on the break. And then Harden with the jam.
Remarkable speed in transition from Harden, sprinting ahead of everybody, putting himself in a great spot there.
It's Edwards on the wing. Leonard defending. Reid passes to Randle. Outside, DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
I don't think the defense was ready for DiVincenzo to get assertive like that. Dunking right on top of him there. Oops, upside your head.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
Now here's McDaniels. Outside Reid. Back to Randle. Reid, a screen on Simmons. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Off target from three-point range.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
1:49 left to play in the first. McDaniels with some nice D.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Leonard against Edwards. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
Over to the left wing. Eubanks inside. Randle's there. The kick out to Simmons. Pass to Leonard. Releases. A good-looking shot from the wing.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Edwards. Randall, a screen on Harden. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Leonard looking around. 35 seconds left in the first quarter. The three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Edwards with it, picked up by Simmons. McDaniels from long range. Buries it from three. It's all knotted up.
If you want the title of 3-and-D player, you've got to make threes. McDaniels has really worked on that shot.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. Outside, DiVincenzo. McDaniels from long range. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
So for Minnesota right now, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Nas Reed out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Coffee, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. But Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Harden's shot is good.
Phenomenal work from Harden there. The second he sees a lane. Open up, he attacks.
The Timberwolves trail. DiVincenzo, pass to Randall. Back to DiVincenzo. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Harden against Edwards. Now here's Harden. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Coffee. Checked by Randall. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard way outside. Whoa! Way out there from Leonard.
Hey, when Kawhi Leonard's hitting like that, there's not much you can do on D.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
We know Kawhi Leonard is a former Finals MVP. Jimmy Butler said, there are guys that are like, quote, I'm going to find the best way to win. In a 7-game series, I'm going to get the best of you in the end. Kawhi's definitely up there. Whatever he's got to do, he is going to find a way. And Brian, Butler would know a thing or two about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you know that. No question about his abilities. DiVincenzo against Leonard. DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. Randall on the screen. Edwards finds Randall, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
LA basketball.
The Clippers lead by 5. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
DiVincenzo against Jones. Just 5 on the clock. McDaniels with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside, DiVincenzo takes a 3, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value utility guy.
Now here's Edwards. Oh, Edwards! Money on the triple.
And, you know, succeeding in the catch-and-shoot game will really help Edwards set up his drives to the hoop.
Jones feels it out. Going inside, and he goes in for the dunk.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Outside Edwards. Here's Edwards cutting inside, and Edwards slams it in.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Jones against DiVincenzo. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Hits the trifecta. And now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
To the inside. Coffee, the pass to Harden. "17 seconds left in the second." Nails it from beyond the arc. Eubanks, he's got 6.
Nice find right there from Harden. Excellent at getting his teammates involved.
DiVincenzo against Harden. DiVincenzo, the pass to Randall. No good with a layup. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
24. Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot drumline. They're thinking about the shot.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
It's Batum at the power forward with Zubac at center. Chris Dunn is out there with Norman Powell. And it's Coffee in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Good on the shot. Here's Shannon. They set the screen. Right side, Alexander Walker. Miller on the wing, guarded by Batum. Here's Gobert, and Gobert flushes it home.
Stay clear of Gobert on the dunk now. The force he goes to the rim with is mighty.
For 3, Powell. Here's Zubac. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
2 shots. The play is under video
It was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And that one misses. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Minnesota leading by 3. Alexander Walker, the pass to Miller, and the foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Shannon. No made baskets yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Miller. Batum pulls it in. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Zubac. The floater. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Shannon. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on even to Zubac. Minnesota shooting their first free throw this game. Clippers trail by 6. Dunn right side. Zubac screen. Dunn with it. Ingles covering. And Chris Dunn gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Ingles. Here's Shannon. Pass to Gobert. Here's Shannon. Three-pointer. They get it again.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Powell with it, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Zubac. Zubac, screen. Powell outside. 5 to shoot. Zubac, screen. Coffee on the wing to stop the run. Knocks down the triple. Coffee's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Kick to the outside, heads-up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Picked by Gobert. Here's Shannon, defended by Dunn. Pass to Gobert. Batum against Miller. Picked by Gobert. Miller, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Excellent mobility right there. I like when Gobert rolls to the rim with that aggression.
Now Zubac. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Here's Shannon. 1:27 left to play in the third quarter. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Coffee. And the shot goes down. Coffee's got 5 now.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
The drive by Miller. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I love his versatility around the rim. that time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it.
And it very well should. I mean, I'd be shocked if we see anything better than that tonight.
The Timberwolves lead by 9. Here's Shannon. Back to Ingles. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous. And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Minnesota's gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Alexander Walker, the pass to Gobert. Out to the right wing. They set the pick. Here's Shannon. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Minnesota up 9. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now here's Edwards. Reid to screen on Bogdanovich. Here's Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Here's Jones. Pass to Eubanks. Back to Jones. Beyond the arc. Outside Bogdanovich. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Back to Edwards. Outside for Randle. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Jones. Outside Bogdanovich. Corner shot. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Reid to screen on Bogdanovich. It's McDaniels on the wing. Randle a screen on Bogdanovich. McDaniels from long range. Randle, nice persistence to tip it back in. And now an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
You know, this guy never stops working. He's always going hard, and Randle's aggressiveness is what allows him to be such a good offensive rebounder.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Eubanks. Reid with the rebound. Reid's got 4 rebounds in the game. And Edwards, here we go. Missed inside.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Harden can't hit. Minnesota leading by 11. Reid to screen on Leonard. The 3, DiVincenzo. Rebounded by James Harden.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Down low. Here's Eubanks. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
That time you saw how Leonard surveyed the floor and found the guy with the best look.
DiVincenzo on the wing. Back to Reed. Out to DiVincenzo. Stolen by Harden. On the wing, Harden. DiVincenzo with a steal. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Jones. Outside McDaniels. Randall, a screen on Harden. Randall, right side. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. That one falls. 8 of 10 and scoring with confidence.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Timberwolves.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
And Minnesota with possession here. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Reed, a screen on Bogdanovich. Edwards for three. Again, the miss by Edwards. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Trailing by 13. Bogdanovich, no good. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Edwards. Randall against Leonard. Edwards for three. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Lets it go from deep. For three, DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Three-pointer.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Offline. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant.
happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Castle is out there with Fox. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position.
Look at those handles. Look at James Harden getting crafty with the ball, mixing up the defender.
Here's Fox. And he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Harden after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Leonard with the screen on Fox. Harden kicks to Zubac. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Over Barnes. And it falls over the rim and in. Harden's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
And it's the Clippers with the ball after the basket by San Antonio. Outside, Jones. They get it back. And the dunk by Zubac.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Big time flush from Simmons. You see how powerful he can be.
Here's Fox. Rebound by the Clippers. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's Fox with the drive.
Explosive move by Fox, and if you're the defense, you've got to come to expect that.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Tyronn Lue.
He had a list of concerns coming in tonight, not the least of which was matching up with De'Aaron Fox. He said it's not just the speed, though that obviously is an issue. It's that Fox has also become so good at dictating tempo and getting you to play his style. That's something they can't allow. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Well, how about the range? Wembanyama has that rare ability at the center spot.
San Antonio leading. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the Clippers have possession following the three-pointer by San Antonio.
And Harden is capable of getting you a triple-double every game. His versatility is incredible.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give him.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And And, guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Oh, nice setup by Wembanyama. On top of everything else, this guy has an incredible IQ.
Harden the pass to Leonard. The three. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Fox against Harden. Right side, Fox. Stolen by Harden. Doesn't go for him. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. Harden out there with Simmons. And it's Jones in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Barnes finds Fox. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
James Harden.
It's going to be on James Harden.
The lefty, De'Aaron Fox. Boy, I am happy I do not have to check him.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game. Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running. And I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater arguably might be the best in the game. He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Clippers trail by 4. Harden outside with some arc. The shot's good. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Pass to Castle. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Outside Leonard. Simmons sets a screen for Leonard. To Simmons. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And it's Fox with the jam.
So difficult trying to keep pace with Fox, especially when this man is on a break.
Harden kicks to Zubac. Harden up top. Defended by Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard dunks it down with force.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And here's Harden for 3. That's no basket. His 3rd miss in 8 tries. San Antonio leading by 4. Fox passes to Vassell. Zubac against Barnes. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. that makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. It's stolen by Jones. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Zubac with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. Simmons against Fox, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Three-pointer, Fox. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
And when Fox, he's hitting consistently from deep, it opens up the floor for him and his teammates.
Harden, that's good.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Spurs leading by 11. Wembanyama outside. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Barnes against Zubac. Back to Simmons. Over Barnes. Harden outside. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And Leonard has it in the corner. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
And Leonard knows that corner three is an important shot in terms of spacing out the defense.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Pass to Wembanyama. Buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Johnson is out there with Paul. Then it's Jeremy Sohan. And it's Champagnie in at the small forward. Paul against Dunn. Paul goes in. Pass to Sohan. Kicks it out to Paul. Jacks up a three. The offensive rebound. Bassey. Johnson outside. From past the arc. Paul's shot is off.
And sometimes on defense, people just get lucky.
Now Powell. Here's the drive. And the dunk by Powell.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Paul against Dunn. Paul with the bucket.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
And Coffey gets it to go.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Sohan. Offline with his three.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
Here's Powell. And the layup's good off the glass. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Sohan, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 6.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
2 minutes remaining in the...
Here's Bassett. Eubanks defending. Here's Champagnie. It's hauled in by Coffey. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Done against Johnson. Dunn passes to Coffey. Batum for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Bassey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. From deep three-point land. Dunn misses. Spurs leading by 6. Inside. Stolen away. Bassey pulls it in. Bassey's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Champagnie. Lays it up off the glass.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
They've been able to attack the defense before they get set, really making the most of their fast break opportunities.
Cuts off the pass. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
The basketball genius of Paul in action, finding those chances to set his guys up.
And that one drops for him. Coffey's got his 2nd bucket.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Champagnie passes to Sohan. Here's Champagnie. Pass to Paul. Spurs passing it around. Clock at 4. Baseline try. Shot by Champagnie, no good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. 8-point game. Slammed home, and they call the foul. He's headed to the stripe for one more. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
At the line for your Clippers, Amir Coffey. 1 shot. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And so it's San Antonio with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of them. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to fire.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And Simmons is out there with Harden. And it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Harden kicks to Zubac. Got a piece of it. Fox with the steal. Down low. Deflects the pass. Pass to Barnes. Vassell, a screen on Jones. Up top, Vassell. 4 on the shot clock. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over Castle. Here's Leonard. Leonard finagling one in close.
And the work rate that Kawhi shows on every play never takes a moment off, and that can lead to second chance opportunities. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And stolen by Vassell. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Nobody's getting that high, but Wembanyama.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
They get it back. And the dunk by Zubac.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Wembanyama, a screen on Hart. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. And the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 12. The 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The tray. Rebound by the Clippers.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
To the inside. Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Wembanyama finds Vassell. Barnes screen on Jones. Takes it inside. And the rejection by Zubac. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Simmons. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Spurs leading by 10. Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Here's Castle. Outed by Simmons. Pass to Castle. Barnes screen on Simmons. Barnes up top. From downtown, a 3-pointer is right on target. And the Spurs lead by 13.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the gas.
Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. 3-pointer, Fox. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Spurs.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for De'Aaron Fox.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And the Clippers have possession, down by 12. And Leonard gets it to go.
Meet your point guard. Harden stirs the drink for you as effectively as he scores.
The clock now can just run out for the Spurs. Fox with it. And so it's the Spurs with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time